nobody cannot hide. 1928, New Hela, volume 28. I want to put a question. The thing is, can you tell me why did you come to Canada? I heard yesterday you went to Ottawa. Did you ever meet the Canadian Foreign Minister as well as the Prime Minister or the Asia, the bureaucrat, the director? The second thing, Mr. Nanayakkara, sorry to ask you because I'm a good man personally. When it's come to the politics, I have to tell you right on the spot. Mr. Nanayakkara knows me very well. I met him a few times, more than 6 times, including at the White House. The second thing, I know Mr. Rajapaksa very well too, even Chandrika too. The thing is, when it comes to politics, I don't believe in Sri Lanka because Sri Lanka is most corrupted. Why? Because that's why Mr. Rajapaksa have to give everybody a minister. You guys have a bench. Even I know lots of ministers very well personally. I'm not asking you even of a favor from you, even a single penny. The second thing is, even MP, they're driving a Bajero. The third thing, the normal Sinhalese man, even a Tamil man, the inflation is very high, high unemployment. You see, the World Bank had given a money. I can tell you in figure, I don't want to take my time, I don't want to boast my family. IMF have given a money, even Canada has given a money. My friend, I went with a former Canadian Foreign Minister, Honorable Bill Graham to Sri Lanka. You can ask GL Pires. He knows me very well. The second thing, I was a Tamil advisor to him. I brought him to Tamil land. The northern land is Tamil land and the eastern province. Yes, I want to, no, don't worry. I'm just asking a question. Don't be, The thing is, my point is, you mentioned already the eastern province of Muslim. I would like to tell you, I have lots of friends, Sinhalese friends. They also have a religion, Buddhist and Christianity. If the Muslim, they speak Hindi, they don't speak Urdu in Sri Lanka. The mother tongue is a Tamil. My point is, the other thing is, the Canadian Prime Minister have openly said, and the bureaucrats, even the Canadian bureaucrats have said recently, before Prime Minister going to Australia, I'm very sad, rule of law, you know what does it mean? Democracy and the human rights. The second thing I wanted to tell you, there are lots of Tamil prisoners, I'm not going to take you too long, Ms. Mahinda, trust me, within 30 seconds. Lots of Tamil prisoners right now, they are already in the jail without any charges. The second thing, Mr. Nanayakkara, I salute Mr. Dr. N. Pereira. I call him Dr. N. I know him very personally. We don't ask you any penny from you. I salute him. You left from India, you degrade the socialism. The second thing, Mr. Nanayakkara, if he can implement, tell the President, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa, release even my friend, personal friend, Sarath Fonseca. At least give him a house arrest. The thing is, why I'm telling you, I have a house in Colombo, never had a problem. I have lots of Sinhalese friends. The thing is, release Sarath Fonseca. The same time, release all the prisoners without any charges. The second thing, Mr. Nanayakkara, go to Venni. Did you see the Venni situation right now? Please, I am asking. The other thing is, 2013, we can bring the Canadian Foreign Minister and the Prime Minister to Sri Lanka without any problem. Before that, in the meantime, we will bring the Canadian embassy to Sri Lanka to show them how they are doing. Please. Now the one man said, I'm very sad, Mr. Nanayakkara. One man said, we don't want the Canadian Prime Minister. Then people will be in Canada. Thank you.
You had no questions as such. I think Mr. Chandrasekhar had a series of comments, which I think I would take into serious consideration and try and give my point of view about some of them. Some of them I will need more time to think about. You mentioned about your ancestors who are great, eminent persons, no doubt. But the present Sri Lanka knows better, the young people, both Sinhalese and Tamils, is Manik Chandrasekhar. He's a film producer, kind of a great, what do you call, guru. He's quite a character. And he's my friend. He has expressed most of these points in a, what shall I say, through a cultural prism. He has presented most of these problems that you have taken up through a cultural prism and have been more appealing, therefore. Now, whom I met at Ottawa, and why I came. Yes. Why I came is this festival that is being celebrated here. You were on the telephone with our High Commissioner in Ottawa several times, more than thrice. I was by your side when you were speaking with her. Yeah. You were trying to discourage my visit. You said the situation is very bad. Not quite favorable for Mr. Nanayakkara to come here. No. I listened to all what you were saying. You are entitled to say that. You are entitled to hold your view. You are entitled to have your hopes. They are realized or not. So, the point I am making is that you as a person was not a protagonist in this event. Not an antagonist either. I won't say so. So, I met people in the Foreign Office, Parliamentary Secretary in the Foreign Office. I met parliamentarians like Bob Ray. And I met all language people, Translation Bureau, Language Commissioner. This morning also here, I met Deputy Minister of Justice and also another parliamentarian and some councillors, provincial members of Parliament. So all these exchanges were good for me on the one hand, good for them on the other hand, to know exactly where we stand and what we think and what we have perceived and how we expressed it. And it would go a long way for me in my work, in my ministry, to have been able to come here and go through with them about the efforts they have made all the time. I was very impatient from the time I became the minister to see everything brought up very quickly to normalcy. What I mean by normalcy is both languages, everywhere. But I know that now having come here, 40 years had been spent in this country, in this exercise, but still problems are not few. And now there is the new issue coming up about why the royal name is being once again imported here for signifying the Queen's rights over Canada. So that's becoming a new problem. So it is not going to be a easy problem to be resolved and settled and rested. It appears to be being reborn, reincarnated in different ways at different times. World is going through a very bad recession, not Canada, the effect of which will be felt by every country, no less by our country, but we are preparing to meet it by growing food crops particularly and having the cultivable lands put to full cultivation. Then I won't go into, yes, you said about the lands being Tamil land, being Sinhalese land. Sinhalese and Tamil land, or Tamil and Sinhalese land. Why don't we say that? Sri Lanka is Sinhalese and Tamil land. But Tamil provinces are there. Sinhala provinces are there. Why can't we acknowledge this? So, in the Sinhala provinces, even now, courts hear cases in Sinhala. In Tamil provinces, courts hear cases in Tamil. So that is a significant fact that in respect of the provinces and in relation to the demographic composition, the policies have been flexible. We are better than Canada. We insist that everywhere in the country, 2 languages must be used. Here in the provinces, there is no such mandatory requirement. Human rights, yes. human rights violations can be reported to the Human Rights Commission. Not satisfied, can go to the courts. We provide legal assistance, free legal aid. Our ministry provides the funds for the legal aid scheme, and we are prepared to provide free legal assistance wherever human rights are violated and people want to pursue the action against them. Then Tamil prisoners, yes, there are some Tamil detainees, there are some prisoners in the jails who have been brought before court and the courts have remanded them. And courts have detained them, not the administration. So the others are administratively detained, about whom we have voiced our own concern and said that we want quickly as possible, to sort out who should be prosecuted, who should be released. You also know about 7,000 who are lesser suspects have been taken, and some have surrendered, coming and confessing. We were in the LTT. So they have been all brought together, what you call rehabilitation, or giving them the skills that they want to learn, not brainwashing, giving them the information that they want to know, and giving them hopes for a future which they didn't have, and they are released. 7,000. So we are in the process. Only 2.5 years or so have elapsed since the end of the war, and I think we should leave the whole of the year of 2009 as a part of the war, and it's now being repaired, materially repaired, human beings and their feelings being repaired, and the problems arising out of crimes committed being sorted out by getting them into. Some have approached me to say, please get us transferred as prisoners from USA to Sri Lanka, so that we might have a reprieve, which we can't get in America, for some terrorist-related offences. So there is now new confidence getting built up. It won't happen overnight, or won't happen over 1 year or two. We may have to go on, but we must know that we are going in the correct direction. That's the only thing that we need to ensure. Yes. You have accused me of degrading the LSSP, leaving the LSSP. All those are to be, what do you call? Leave the ball. They are well left, so that the ball passes. Not worth hitting them. So, about, we need to save the time. Saratwan Sekam, a court decided that he has committed offences. I suppose you talk of rule of law. Courts are a part of rule of law. So the court decided that he committed offence, and he is in the prison, serving the sentence. He has appealed against it. And the appeal courts or Supreme Courts will hear and say, the court martial didn't have the right to imprison him or determine that he should serve a sentence. Then he'll be released. If that happens. The courts are independent, as you know. The courts are not coerced to give determinations or judgments. I don't think anybody is complaining that way, because many have got relief. I refer you even to Kusanta Kumaraswamy, who was raped and killed, whose murderers were sentenced to hanging. So therefore, we are not making a distinction between ethnic groups, Tamils or Sinhalese, in applying the law. I will tell the President to respect the law and to uphold the rule of law all the time, and which is happening.